Hello guys, it's time now for another quick, sweet and awesome tutorial. This time I'll be writing a web application using Python and Flask. Let's deep dive on it. Go to your command line. Let's set up the project folder. First web app. Let's go there. First web app. Now let's create a virtual environment. This is for isolating all the dependencies inside the project instead of installing in the global Python. It's done. Now let's activate the virtual env. Activate. As you guys can see here, it has been activated. Now let's install Flask inside our application. It's gonna take a little while, but should be done now. Let's open that folder on Visual Studio as usual. As you guys can see, there is nothing here. Let me create a hello file so we can start writing the code to handle our request. So from Flask, import Flask, then we initialize the application name, and then we can create a route to respond to our request. A function that's going to respond it as well, and I'm going to return a string which is an HTML. So hello Márcio Marinho, so the browser can understand and render it well. Okay, I believe we are good to go. Let's give it a try. Flask -- app hello run, and we are running the application. There is a web server here. Let's give it a try, and that's it. Hello Márcio Marinho. Pretty cool. Congratulations, you made it. Now let's extend our test. Let me stop it, go back to the IDE. Let me delete this thing here because I want now to render a template. So I want to render an HTML file. Let's create a folder called templates and another folder called static. So templates will hold all of our templates, HTML files, and the static folder will hold all the static files, such as CSS, JavaScript, images, and so on. Okay, let me create a base HTML. Now, I'm just gonna copy and paste my base HTML here because that's kind of big, as you guys can see here. I just got an example from Bootstrap. If you guys don't know Bootstrap, just take a look at the website. It's a web framework of CSS and JavaScript to help us building web applications. Simply got one of their examples, which is this one, stick nav footer, and then I'm gonna make a template so all pages will appear on the same as this one. And that's what I did. I simply copied that file and I changed a few things. I'm just pointing to the Bootstrap CDN here, as you guys can see. Then I'm also mapping the static folder, which is in here. There it is. And the last thing is I added this block here so we can render all the other pages inside this block content here. It's pretty neat, pretty good, and simple. Just saving the file. Now I'm going to create another file called question because I'll be asking what is your name, or what is the user's name, and it's gonna look just like the previous template with a little bit of changes. So we're saying I'm extending from the base. This is the block content, so we can override this block, do whatever you have in there before, and then add my form in there. So it's a pretty standard HTML form, and that should be good. Now let me create another file inside templates. That's going to be the answer. After the user submits that information, we're going to greet them saying hello someone, and it looks like the other one. Extends base, block content, just call super, so the engine can execute the code, and then hello and a variable name here. So that's it. We're just gonna ask, who are you, sir, or ma'am? And once we submit that form, we're gonna get the form in here, and then we're gonna render this template. Okay, back to hello Py. We're now going to write again another route. Actually, it's gonna be the same route, but it's gonna be a little bit different. So the hello, we don't want to simply spit a string. I'm gonna import render template, which is a helper, and I'm going to render the question HTML file. So we have answer, we have a base, and we have question. So yeah, I have base, I have question, and we have answer here. So it looks good. Let's give it another try. Let's run the application again, and let me now refresh the page, and there it is. So it's done. One last thing here, just to make it a little bit better, let me stop the web server. Going back here, I need my static file as well, which is going to control that positioning. So as you guys can see here, and now let me run again, and I'm going to refresh again. So who are you? Please enter your name. Then the user can enter their name here. We need to add a new handler here. So app route, it's gonna be slash answer, and we will only accept a post method because that's a form and we are relying on the body. So def answer. Now, what we need to do here is grab the body parameters. So we are going to import requests. So name we receive request.form, and then the parameter name, which is name, that's the field name. And then we simply return render template. Now render our answer.html, and then override the variable name with the content of name here. Just to show you guys, we have a variable name here. Cool. I believe we are good to go. Let me simply restart my server. Cool. Let me refresh the page, and then I can say I am Márcio Marinho and submit, and I will receive hello Márcio Marinho.